So welcome to the first day of Yin for hips, glutes and adductors. I'm Meg, enjoy your practice. Let's simply start with breath. With the legs crossed, find a position where you can be comfortable and just allow yourself to breathe. Really deep inhalations and just as deep exhalations, just noticing how you feel, connecting with the mind, the body and the spirit. I'll guide you into the positions today and then I'll leave you be for probably about 1.5 to 2 minutes. Really just focusing on connecting, releasing and completely letting go. Start to breathe deeper through your practice where you are. Notice the breath travel through the body. Notice the breath travel through the mind. And then when you're ready, let's move into our first pose. So just taking time to set it up, let's bring the legs out in front, almost making a diamond shape with the legs, so the knees are going out to the side. Take a beautiful inhale, and as you exhale, let the elbows drop on the inside of the knees and make sure the feet are out so you are resembling a diamond shape, and then just simply let the head drop. And you're aiming for a bit of an arch up spine here. We're not aiming for force or pressure. We are just simply aiming to let the head drop and to let the spine feel nurtured here. If you find you're forcing at any time through any of the postures, allow yourself to be kind enough to yourself to back it off. Yin especially is about rest and recovery, and it's the complete opposite to a Yang practice. So get into a pose and a position that feels good for you and allow yourself to stay. Just very gently allowing yourself to take 1 or 2 more breaths. And then on your exhale, release completely and very slowly start to stack your spine to rise, 1 vertebrae at a time. Let the neck and the head just gently stack on top of the body. Put the hands behind. Bend the knees, press through the heels, and just allow yourself to let the legs talk left to right. I have my eyes closed here. It feels so magic just moving the legs left to right, just noticing how the body feels. Allow the spine to move, allow the neck to have a beautiful stretch left to right. Just do whatever feels good here. Be really intuitive through your movements and through your flow. As always in Yin, just listen into the body. We don't want to feel any pain. You're after sensation. So always remember that as you move into your postures. Moving into our next position, we're actually just going to cross the legs. Doesn't matter which side you choose. We're just going to have a little bit of a side stretch. So I popped my left arm down, my right arm came up. I think my right leg was over my left here, and I've just let the hand just dangle, and I'm feeling a really beautiful stretch down my lats, down my side body. I'm allowing myself to be heavy here, again with no force. Just be mindful of your lower back here as well. So listen into the body, make sure there's no pain through here, and we're not trying to force ourselves down onto the side. We're just simply allowing gravity to draw our head closer to the earth. Breathe. Not here for too much longer on this side. Just a couple of in-between postures before we come to our next level. Take 2 or 3 more breaths here. I was thinking of really beautiful deep yogic breath. 4 counts in, 4 counts out. If you are aware of the Ujjayi breath, feel free to use that at any time. On your exhale, simply roll around. You're welcome to sit up in between, and then just simply fold over your legs while they're crossed. Giving you an opportunity to check in with the hips to see how they're feeling before we go deeper into this stretch later on. So allow your spine again to round, let your knees drop out to the side, and again without forcing yourself to the earth, can you simply just allow yourself to fold here? Opportunity to let go. And an opportunity to release. Breathe. When you're ready, so again, slowly stack the spine, uncross your legs. Change over to the other side. This time I had my right hand down and my left arm came up and over. You can take your time, really feel here. Each side is always different, our left to our right, so always take the time out to check in with this side. Don't go in too deep to start with, just feel first and then allow gravity to guide you to go deeper. Allow the breath to fill the body here with space. Allow the breath to fill the body with kindness and love. Figure out if you're just trying to push here, and if you are, allow yourself to back it off. Allow yourself to pause. Continue to breathe. Feel the space in between your ribs, your heart space, your lats. Feel the shoulder stretch, and when you're ready, slowly come back up. Again, take an inhale and then exhale. Allow yourself to fold with the legs crossed the other way. Once you arrive, let your head be heavy and still. Let your spine arch up, the arms settle wherever the arms settle without trying to reach forward too much, just breathe. Soften more. Surrender more. Let go. Continue to breathe deeply. Take one more huge inhalation. slowly exhale, letting go. And then when you're ready, slowly just rise up. Take your time. Always move so slow. You never want to move fast out of any of these poses. You've got to let the body adjust. Let's take a moment to lie down onto the earth wherever you are. It was so magic down here at Dudley today. It just felt so special being able to practice in one of my most favourite spots in the world. So as you're here, just maybe the knees knock together, maybe they go flat. It felt really nice for me to have my knees up today. Please do whatever feels good for you. Allowing the body just to rest and nurture in between our postures. You're ready, slowly take the time to rock and roll up, maybe 3 to 4 times along the spine. If that's too much, just feel free to roll to the side and come up on the side. We're going to make our way into a very, very relaxed downward facing dog. So press into the earth, soften the knees a lot, wag your tush, do whatever feels good. Kind of just feel out this down dog is a really nice opportunity, and then just inhale the right leg high and bend and open, staying here for a moment to open the hips. And we're going to really slowly make our way into sleeping swan. Again, I'm just going to get you into the posture and then allow you to stay and nurture and just be still. So bring the right knee across to the right wrist and find somewhere that feels comfortable for you here. If that is ever uncomfortable into this sleeping swan, you're welcome to do this on your back. Just open the heart space for a moment, just take a few breaths. I think I was looking around trying to spot whales. And then take an inhale, and as you exhale, start to slowly fold. Now you can rest your forehead on your fists if you like. Just make sure that back foot is out behind you, the toe is untucked. And then just start to soften by spreading the shoulder blades apart, loosening the fingers, softening the space between your eyebrows. Softening your jaw, your throat, releasing any tension that doesn't need to be held. The back leg is relaxed, the hips are relaxed, and the glute is relaxed and feeling a beautiful stretch. Starting to breathe deeper now as you start to get more oxygen through the body. And then very slowly just start to roll up your spine, really slow. Swing that back leg around and then cross it over where you're coming into full shoelace. Now if this is too much, just cross your legs. So from here I had the left leg on top of my right. Take a huge inhale and then allow yourself to exhale and just allow the body to surrender here. Now it doesn't matter if you don't get too far. Don't hold any attachment to where you think you should look like or where you think you could be. It's not about that. It's about feeling sensation through the hips. Let your shoulders spread apart here and surrender more. If you want to put a cushion or block, book, whatever it might be on your knee to rest your head. Or simply let it hang like I did with mine to stretch out the back of the neck. Again, here, allow the body to soften and completely let go. Just making sure you don't feel any pain through the knees. And if you do, again, just come back to that cross-legged position we did at the start. If ever you feel any tension that doesn't feel right, allow yourself to come out slowly and then just readjust into the pose as you need. Continue to breathe. Taking one more really deep breath here. Use your exhale to stay. And on inhale, stack the spine very slowly, start to sit up. Untangle yourself however feels nice and take a few breaths, a few movements to move into dragonfly. You can do this lying against a wall if this is too much on your back, which means you lie down and the back is on the ground and the legs go up the wall. If not, take a massive inhalation and just exhale, let go. And then inhale, draw the hands above the head, lengthen the spine, and use your exhale to just simply fold. Again, aiming for a curve in the back, so you're aiming for a very relaxed body here. It's not about reaching as far as we can reach forward in Yin, we're actually doing the complete opposite, so just feel your body surrender. I felt really loose in my adductors today, which was really nice. I've been practicing Yin a fair bit lately and they're really starting to loosen up, so I'm so grateful for this practice. I'm usually quite tight through here and I found a lot of length today in dragonfly. But don't ever hold any attachment to where you were last week or the week before. Every day is always different, and that's the beauty of yoga. So if you're finding any tension in the knees, just feel free to flex the feet to squeeze the quads. Feel free to bend the knees as much as you need. Feel free to pop a pillow or block or anything underneath your hands to prop yourself up. And you just want to stay and breathe. Every time you inhale, feel the chest and the ribs expand, and as you exhale, allow yourself to surrender more. You might be starting to find a little more depth through this stretch now. As you exhale, you might want to sink a little deeper. You might just find the body completely surrendering here. Just take one or two more long breaths. And then when you're ready, slowly on an inhale, just stack the spine one vertebrae at a time, just moving so slow. Do whatever you need to do, maybe sit up tall for a moment. I think I just brought the leg in and took my time to very slowly find a downward facing dog. Wag the tush out a little bit, keep the knees bent to protect the hamstrings, see how it feels, and let's just repeat that on the other side. Slowly inhale the left leg to the sky and exhale, bend and open, bringing the heel towards the opposite butt cheek. Take an inhale to gently straighten, and then exhale, bring the left knee towards the left wrist, and then start to sink down into your sleeping swan. Again, of course, if that left knee does not feel right in this position, then please make sure you surrender this onto your back and do the modification for this one by holding onto the leg. When you arrive in your sleeping swan, again, notice firstly how the knee feels. Surrender to the softness of this pose, and anything it brings up for you, be with that. It can bring up emotion, it can bring up feelings, and it's totally normal to feel emotional in this pose. So let it go. Let it go. You're in your own space. And that's the beauty of releasing the hips and releasing the glutes. We have an opportunity to declutter our mind, our body, and our spirit. If things tend to get stuck, they can get stuck into those areas, and they can be really, really, hold energy and tensions for us that we don't need to hang on to anymore. So do your best to release and allow anything that comes up in this pose, and enjoy everything that comes with it. Just gently allowing yourself to take 1 or 2 more breaths, deepening the body, noticing how you feel, and when you're ready, just slowly start to make your way up to seated. Cross your legs over, spin that back leg around, and come into half shoelace on the other side. Crossing your legs over, just noticing how the hips feel on this side with no attachment to the other side. Take an inhale to lift up, and use your exhale to very gently just soften and surrender. Breath in. Breath out. Let it go. Remembering, if this is too tight on this side, just to come back to a cross-legged position like we did at the start. Starting to deepen the breath. Exhale, let go. So slowly, brace the core, stack the spine to very gently rise up, taking your time. Unravel however you'd like to unravel. Place the heels on the ground and very gently come down to lie on the earth. And just, if it feels nice, come into Supta Baddha Konasana with the heels together, the knees apart, preparing ourselves for our next pose, frog. If it feels better just to lie down, then just lie down. There's no right or wrong here. Go with what the body and the mind is asking for. Be intuitive here. And starting to inhale. Exhale. Gently draw your knees together with your hands. Give them a little bit of a squeeze here. And moving into my favorite position of all time, into a frog. So maybe rock and rolling up to your tush and taking the time out to get comfortable here. Now again, you can do this against the wall by rolling into the wall. We came in a squat first, that's right. So coming into a Hindi squat again, opportunity to sit onto a block. Really round your spine here. I just had my hands on the back of the neck to add a little bit of weight and also to stop my shaved head from getting sunburnt. But find surrender in this squat rather than an active, just find yourself completely let go. And just stay here for quite a few breaths, allowing yourself to deepen into the hips, allowing yourself to surrender, and allowing yourself to let go. With a few more breaths, start to deepen through the belly. Use longer exhales. And then slowly come onto the hands, wipe the sand, and just very, very gently start to make your way into frog. So you want to find somewhere that feels really nice for you here. It's really important, if this doesn't feel okay on your knees, to do this against a wall. Again, you roll into the wall and the feet go up the wall. The heels land on and the knees go out to the side and the arms rest on the inside of the knees. If not, you're welcome to start to make your way into frog. The knees go wide, the feet may be slightly wider than the knees. Take the time to extend the hands long and sink your hips back and start to stretch the adductors and the groin. I used to get so cranky in this pose. I used to hate it and I used to get so frustrated. However, this has now turned into my favorite pose and I could stay here for 20 minutes if I'd want to. Don't worry, we're not going to be here for 20 minutes because I know this can be challenging. But can you let yourself surrender? Can you just feel the rise and fall of the belly with breath? Let the hands surrender and let your heart extend towards the earth. Enjoy this beautiful release in frog pose. And starting to deepen the inhales and exhale. Slowly, one at a time, bring your hands back, brace the belly, push up as you gently bring one knee in and then the other and find a bit of an angry cat. Slowly start to roll yourself over. Take the time to sink down, find the earth, extend your arms and your legs long. Close down the eyes, turn your palms up and let the feet fall open. Welcome to Shavasana. I invite you to pause here and stay here longer if you wish. I think maybe I'm here for 1 or 2 minutes. Take the time out to nurture and give back to yourself. So you are slowly starting to deepen the breath. Exhale completely. And just bend your knees one at a time and maybe hug them into your chest. Taking that opportunity to feel, to notice, to check in with how you feel today. Very gently rolling to your side and just pausing here, having a moment for gratitude. Remember, the Buddha tells us we only hold on to what we cling to. So allow yourself to clear out as often as you can. Start to take a seat, however you rise up, and just pause a moment, checking in with the body. Placing one hand down, inhale, your other hand high, and exhale to release. Place hand down, inhale, the other hand high, exhale to release. Maybe move the body forward, maybe move the body backwards, maybe roll it side to side. How do you feel? I hope you've enjoyed this Yin practice. Look forward to tomorrow for another 30 minutes of Yin on the mat with Meg. Any questions, comments, please leave them below, and I'll see you the same time tomorrow. Namaste. If you enjoyed this video, please like it, please subscribe to get them delivered to you every time when they're uploaded, and I thank you so much for jumping on.